Hello children, welcome to the online classes of computer science. Today we are going to continue with our C++ programming, and today we are going to discuss some of the word problem questions. Okay, so here are some questions. So first question is, there are total 1000 seats available for a computer course, 568 seats were filled. Find out how many seats are left, which means you have to find out how many seats are available now. So we go back to this R C++ program. Okay, so here the program, children. So as you can see, the first line is your hash include iostream.h, then second is hash include conio.h, then is your void main, curly braces, clr scr, and then int. Now over here, children, now the variables that we need for this kind of a question, see, there were like 1000 seats and 568 were already occupied. Okay, and then we have to find out the available number of seats. So the variables, I have told you in my earlier videos that the variable name should be meaningful. Okay, it should tell the programmer or the user that what your variable or what kind of a value your variable is holding. Okay, so over here for seats I will take S. So how many seats were there? There were 1000 seats. Okay, comma, then occupied. So for occupied I can take O. If you want, you can take O, means occupied. Okay, then occupieds are 568. Now the question that has been asked is how many are available. So for available, as of now I'm giving 0 because we have to find it out. Then next is your available seats. A is equals to, and how do we find out, children? Okay, I know many of you must have thought of it. How do we go about it? So basically what we do is, whatever number of seats were there, we minus it with the occupied number of seats. Okay, that's it. And then after finding what number of seats are available, the only part left is to print it. So over here I've given a statement, cout seats available are, and then endl, and then over here again cout, and which variable holds the available seats now? That is your A. So I will put A over here and then semicolon. Now we will compile this program first. Now it says no error. Now can you just calculate it in your mind? You can just pause the video and you can do it. And if you're very strong in your mental maths, I know many of you must have done it already. Now we shall just see the answer. So we go to the run and we run this. And here is the answer, 432. I hope that the computer answer is matching with your answer. So now children, we come to the second question. Now the second question says there are 60 seconds in 1 minute and 60 minutes in 1 hour. Then we have to find out how many seconds are there in 3 hours. Okay, now see children, as we all know that whenever we have to convert a minute into seconds, we have to multiply it by 60. Okay, and whenever we have to convert hours into minutes, we have to multiply it by 60. Now in this question, instead of converting hours into minute, we have to directly convert it into seconds. So first what we need to do is, first this 3 hours get multiplied by 60 to convert it into minute, and then again it get multiplied by 60 to convert it into seconds. Now how we will be doing it in our program, that we'll see it we here. Okay, so see, this value 3 hours is given to us already. So we use a variable h over here for 3 hours and we give a value as 3. And now we have to find out the final value in seconds. So here I'm using a variable s in that case, and the value that I'm giving to it is 0. Okay, now we come over here, s equals to, now see, whatever value is there in hours, that is your h, it get multiplied by 60 first to convert it into minutes, and then again it get multiplied by 60 to convert it into seconds. Okay, so this is a very basic formula to convert this your hours into seconds. Now what we are have to do is we have to print this value. So we have to give a display message that is seconds in 3 hours are, and then we have to give it the value that is there. It's there in s. Now semicolon. Now first we have to compile this. Okay, it says no error. Now we will run this program. Okay, so these are the seconds that are there in 3 hours. You can calculate on your own, and you can check whether the computer is telling you the right answer or not. So this was a very simple program as how to convert your hours into seconds, or you can do it for minutes also if you want, and vice versa. Children, practice both ways. Like if you've been supposed to convert your seconds into hours, okay, suppose this value is there, this big value is there, and you have to convert it into hours. Then in that case, what you're supposed to do, first you will be dividing it by 60 to convert it into minute, and then again you have to divide it by 60 to convert it into hours. So this is the very simple way to find out. You should be very good in your maths also when you're working with computers. So this was the third question is, there were 2700 chocolates to be distributed among 90 students. Then find out how many chocolates each student will get. So children, in this question there are about 2700 chocolates that gets divided among 90 students. So now we will see how we will do it by using a program. So what we need to do is we need to remove this one. Okay, and now the variables that we have to use is like number of students were already given, and the chocolates were already given to you. So for that you can use the variable. See, for students that I'm using is your s. You can use st also, you can use stdu, and you can use full student also. Okay, there are a lot of possibilities are there with the variable naming conventions also you can use. Now over here I'm using s, and the number of students that were there were 2700, comma, okay, the chocolates. So for this I'm using a variable c. So there were about, oh, I missed it, there were 2700 chocolates. Oh yeah, so the chocolates were 2700, really sorry, and then the students, number of students were 90. Okay, comma, and now we have to find out how many chocolates each student will get. So you can use any variable over here. I am using supposedly e for each student, and then I'm giving 0 as the initial value, as the starting value, e. And now when you have to find out that how many, you have to distribute something among the number of peoples, then this value that is to be distributed, it gets divided by the total number of people or the total number of things among which it has to be distributed. This is the basic formula. So over here also I'm writing e is equals to, that is your chocolates, that is c, it gets divided by the number of students, and then semicolon. Okay, then after this over here the message also gets changed. Chocolates each student will get equals to. Okay, and then over here the value is there, is in your e variable, then semicolon. Now quickly we will compile this program to see if any error is there. No, it says success. Now we will run this. Now 30. Wow children, that's a big number. Each student will get around 30 chocolates. Okay, so this was a very simple program, and these were the kind of questions that you need to prepare, okay, for your next assessment. That will be your application based, and there you'll be asked these kind of questions, word problems, okay. We will also be taking your this revision assessment. In that also you will be finding some new kind of, you know, this word problems. You have to practice it, children, so that you know you will understand. And of course, as I've said, that you need to be very good in your maths also, okay, because computers, this maths is also attached, okay. So you have to be very good in your formulas and in your calculation computer will do, but at least you should be, you know, aware, and you should be known to the formulas. That's it for today. Thank you.